What's up, folks? This is Omar Hosea, the real, coming at you. Peace, love, and very little hair grease. Clog the pores up. How y'all doing, Israel, Ishmael, and to all our supporters? I've been noticing in the news a lot lately about this issue with this young man's death, Trayvon. I've been watching the news how Sacramento went bankrupt. Detroit is bankrupt. I've been watching the news how they say that black on black crime, there's 93% of all murders in the black community is black on black. And that this guy Zimmerman, who was a neighborhood watch, murdered a black boy. I'm over 30, and community watch groups is nothing new. Matter of fact, Charlie Manson, came out with movies, I think 3 or 4 movies, of being a vigilante, going out here killing people. So that's nothing new of our brothers and sisters getting murdered, raped, tied, and dragged in the name of these pale skins upholding their laws. That's nothing new. In fact, my brother was murdered recently. Wasn't on the news. He was in the Air Force. He was at a corporate company, and he just fell down dead. Nobody investigated that. My mama wasn't in the news. And there's countless of other family members whose kids has been found murdered and beaten and brutal and drugged down the street, and they never made so much headlines. But I'm making this video to say this. How can you so-called black African-American Negroes and politicians and black leaders and NAACP and black caucuses make a racial issue out of this when you're supposed to be wise enough to know black leader Al Sharpton, Farrakhan, all you niggas, all you black African-American niggas? You know that a man cannot be a continent within a continent, and you letting these educated Europeans and Greeks laugh at you. And then you get on TV acting like you're so effing smart, and yet you call yourself African American, and you don't even know that a man cannot be within 2 continents. Africa is a continent. America has 3 continents. South America, Central America, and where we at, North America. How the hell are you going to go into a Roman court, a world court, and stand up for a black African-American anything when there's no such animal? Even a dog. I have a dog right here. He has a pedigree. He's a Staffordshire Terrier. And he's of a Bulldog Terrier breed. And his bloodline is a blue dog and blue nose. And it comes from Europe. You mean to tell me you as a conscious being keep running around here talking about black African-American injustices when you're being injustice to your own self? This ain't the pale skin's responsibility. This ain't Rome's responsibility or the federal government's responsibility. This is you, black leader, Farrakhan, Sharpton, Jesse. I forgot the girl's name on here. Just said she was a Republican of Maryland. This one dude, this one wigger, he, a pediatric surgeon. How are you going to speak for the ghetto? We ain't bringing the guns in here. Y'all didn't say anything when y'all didn't rally like this when the CIA dumped all the coke in LA and then brought all the same coke to New York and Pennsylvania. Now we have a crack epidemic. And y'all didn't say anything about the pill epidemic of X. Now the Molly epidemic. Now the crystal meth epidemic. Y'all not rallying about that was getting our kids murdered in the first place. Y'all ain't saying nothing about that. But one boy y'all exposing to create a race riot or create a leverage so y'all can get up in the ranks and sit in front of the thing with y'all little bow ties and sit with pale skin and start saying, hey, we help support this. You still a nigga. You still black. You still African American because you don't have a nationality. And I implore any of you who have any sound mind, go to your nearest pale skin and look him in the eyes and say, what is your nationality? He's going to say Italian, Greek, Russian, Spaniard. And he can tell you what country he come from. Russia, Czechoslovakia. Italians come from Rome. Hindus come from India. Black man come from Africa, America. And you sitting in the White House? You sitting there in the school board? You sitting there in a Democratic seat? You sitting in a Republican seat? You sitting here amongst all these intellectuals and you the only mother without a nationality thinking you doing something. And then use a death of a young boy who willingly and knowingly accepts himself as being black, who lived his life as being black. And y'all know there is no law for a black or African American. There is none, because it's a slave name. Negro Act 1740 tells you that. North Carolina law, Commonwealth law. Sun-Dry Act tells you the importance of nationality. That when you're a Moorish American, a Hebrew Israelite, a Moabite, a child of Abraham, a son of the 12 tribes, then you have your culture and your history. Now you have an identity to sit at the table of the UN and call shots and say what you're going to do or what's justice, what injustice. You niggas is crazy. And it ain't going to be long when they come around y'all ignorant asses up with that black African American black power shit. Universal word for black is without light. White is without color. What is an albino? What is the first albino was Canaan, the father of Nimrod, the laws of Hammurabi. That's the father of all pale skin. That first albino. The white black man, albino. Because I got one in my family. And I know one of you out there got one in your family. And this got me heated because everybody around the country in 4 or 5 different states and cities are rallying about the injustice, and you're using the auspice of black African American and you don't even know the law. They tell you ignorance of the law is no excuse. Wake up, so-called African American, Negro. Man cannot be colored, painted, stained, or tattooed black. I'm not black. So, but what am I going to do? Put on my paperwork black? My skin is nowhere black. I'm a Blackfoot Cherokee with my blood that runs through Nigeria. And when I did my bloodline in history, it went through Moab, and Judah and Levi. It's a disgrace. And we understand they didn't teach you these things in school. That's why we must rise up on our own and take care of our own self to be a part of this system. You're going to always be a slave. You're going to always be a beggar and a borrower. And like it's written, You will not be bought, sold, or bartered with. You will be chained, bound, and put into slavery and or murdered or used for your blood. Because you won't seek your own freedom. You want some pale-skinned Jesus to come out the sky and save you. It ain't gonna happen. Because when I was getting beat by the police and some put thrown in solitary confinement for me not even committing a crime, I was praying, ain't no Jesus come save me. But the knowledge of self kept me firm. And I hope this gets reached out to somebody. And get at me if you don't like it. Get at me if you do like it. And if you have any questions or comments, holla at your boy. And my brother's keeper. And we out. Peace.